Are you thinking about cutting the cord on cable? You're not the only one and not the only person thinking that. I know growing up, a lot of us had cable and we have fond memories of turning on the TV Saturday morning and watching our cartoons. But that being said, streaming services are taking over and tend to be cheaper than cable in most instances. I personally have probably every streaming service under the sun. I have Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO Max, ESPN, NFL Network, and Peacock and Prime. So I do have a lot. But that being said, to split cost, I do share them with my parents as well. So they do some, and then my little sister as well. So it's kind of an all family, just split them across the board. So that's how we also save money on those. Here are some reasons why I currently miss cable. I have to have something in the background even when I sleep. It's just how I work. So that being said, it's not as easy as just like turn the TV on and then it's something being on. I have to go to a streaming service, pick what I'm gonna watch, filter through everything, and then click play, and then it's on in the background. So that's one thing that I miss about cable for sure. Another thing I miss is about staying up to date on weekly news and watching news. I remember growing up, I would always watch 10 o'clock news with my parents. That being said, they still do have cable, so I can go over there if like we're having really bad weather and I need to watch news. I also use apps to stay up to date with that as well. And then I also follow all the social medias for the news outlets here in Wichita, and they keep me up to date on what's kind of happening around Wichita as well. One thing I don't miss about cable is the bill. It's definitely a lot more than streaming services. That being said, like with my phone, I get HBO Max for free. Like it's with my phone service and with my phone bill, so that's kind of nice. And like I said previously, we do split like family-wise. So I pay for some, my sister pays for some, and my parents pay for some streaming services. So we're all not paying the exact same, and we're all not paying an extreme amount of money just to use the exact same streaming services.
So, like I previously said, I pay for some things, my parents pay for other things when it comes to streaming services. Personally, I pay for Peacock, Disney Plus, NFL Network, ESPN, and then my HBO Max is free with my phone. So that being said, like my Peacock is $5 a month, my Disney Plus is around $13. My NFL Network, which is a little different than other streaming services, so that I purchased through Roku, and it's $14.99 a month, but only during the NFL season, which is great. When it's not season, I don't get charged for that, so that's nice. And then I do have ESPN Plus, which is around $10.99 a month.
Another thing that I do not miss is not being able to figure out what I'm gonna watch. Yeah, I kind of have that streaming, but not as bad. Like I usually can find something, or I'll rewatch something, and I hate commercials, and I like with streaming services. For the most part, you don't really have commercials. So you can just like watch something fully, and then you don't have to like wait for a commercial to come on and then go off and all that. So I do love that I can just like click and watch what I'm watching. I also love that I could watch a whole season if I want to binge at one time, compared to like if I had cable, I definitely could not do that. I could record it all and then eventually go do it, but that would take forever. Finally, the last thing is I don't miss changing the channel in between things to like flip back and forth through channels, because sometimes you'd miss stuff, then you'd miss other stuff, and it honestly became a cluster, really. So that being said, I don't miss out at all, and I like that you can just watch something fully, then you can watch the next thing, so it makes it really, really nice. Based on my experience, I don't foresee myself ever going back to cable. I am just not a cable girly. I have been a streaming girl pretty much my whole adulthood. So that being said, if you are only cable, go ahead and tell me why. I'd love to know why. See if there's more benefits to that. If you're only streaming, what is your like favorite streaming service? Mine currently is Peacock because I love Bravo, love Real Housewives, all of that jazz. My favorite. So I'm really big on that. If you have any great shows, good reality shows to binge watch, go ahead and leave them in the comments as well. I would love, love, love to hear them. And if you have any streaming services that you think are like number one, everyone should have, go ahead and leave them in the comments as well so people can get this. As always, feel free to like and subscribe. Even follow us on socials. Follow us on TikToks. You can see some good TikToks starring myself. I tend to think they're funny at least. So go ahead and give us a follow and like and subscribe. See you guys later.